Hey Sag, welcome to your reading with the Esoteric Empire. My name is Tay or Tayla, and I'll be doing your reading. Shout out to all the Sagittariuses. So for this particular reading, obviously these messages are timeless unless you see a date within the title. So we're focused on any Sag placement, really. It could work for any part of your chart, but obviously the main placements will be Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and possibly Venus or North Node, okay? So just the major parts within your chart, okay? And Venus is coming out. So especially if you have Venus in Sagittarius, this reading will resonate for you. All right, so with Venus, this definitely coincides with values, things that you desire, the beauty in life, regardless of, you know, what your version of beauty is. This also has a lot to do with finances and money, okay? So it really could depend on, you know, your situation in life right now. Let's see what your speaking messages are. And let's see what Sagittarius energy I am picking up on. So we have Three of Pentacles, the Magician. Okay, so there's some money coming your way or financial things working out. I feel like some of you may be starting something entrepreneurship wise because the Magician card is coming up. This is basically setting up your own way, planning your own way out or into something. With the Three of Pentacles, I do see manifestation of finances or maybe a new job coming your way. Awesome. I'm also seeing someone maybe getting a promotion. All right, message number 2, the Magician in reverse, Five of Wands in reverse. So I'm seeing that whoever you have been arguing with or competing with, they are choosing not to fight anymore. I think that they either see your strength or they see that it's not worth it. So I'm not really sure exactly what that means. But if you have been in some sort of battle or lawsuit or something like that, it looks like the other person is giving up or they don't want to fight anymore or they can't fight anymore. All right, last message. Five of Wands, Queen of Wands. Okay, so some of you guys are battling with yourself, or it could be another fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I'm seeing some of you are also battling or trying to understand or fighting for your passion, career, or talents, okay? So it looks like there's a lot of different messages coming through. Let's go ahead and look at the actual spread. Today, tonight, tomorrow. Remember, this is for any time that you watch this. Today, tonight, tomorrow. Okay, so that card came out very weird. Tonight and tomorrow. The Devil. All right, so Sag, you definitely could be a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. I'm seeing with this Devil energy, this is you basically going after what you desire without having really any care for other people around you. Now, not to say that you are being the devil, some of you may be, but it looks like you're really focused on your own intention and your own goals and passions. Okay, so I'm also seeing that there is some sort of maybe addiction to something, but the problem with addiction is it means that there's an obsession or there's an overload of focus on something. So hopefully this starts to make a little bit more sense. I'm definitely seeing that if you've been dealing with a partner or if you've been dealing with someone that you're in love with, they probably will be showing up throughout this reading, okay? So today we have the Death card, okay? So there most likely will be an ending to something. This could be Scorpio energy, but I am feeling like this is more of an event, okay? So let's go ahead and see what this is about. What's ending for Sagittarius? Okay. All right, so we have Eight of Wands, Knight of Wands, the World. Okay, so I'm seeing something happens very, very quickly. There's assistance. You're either your career life or it could be someone that wants to help you catapult something to take you to the next level. Okay, so I feel like this is a message that you receive or there's some sort of information that comes very quickly, some sort of progress that comes very quickly in regards to making movements in your own career or in something that you're working, physically putting work into. Okay, so let's get a better idea of what this is. Or what's this help energy? Okay, we have Nine of Wands. So more fire energy. I feel like somebody's literally been helping you put in work for something. Someone's like setting up a structure for you or something. Okay, is this a person? What's going on here? Who's helping Sag? Who's helping Sag? Okay, so we have Cancer energy. So this could be somebody that you were romantic with or somebody that's a friend or somebody that you talk to or you're cool with. Okay, so I feel like this is someone who helps you because they know you, they're comfortable with you, and they have a connection to you. But for whatever reason, it looks like that comes to a halt. Is there a reason why? Okay, so we have Queen of Pentacles, so it could be that they have responsibilities within their home life. It could be that they are focused on money. Yeah, Three of Swords. So I kind of feel like somebody feels like they have to focus on their own money, or they have to focus on building their own wealth or sustaining their own situation. So they feel like they need to pull back. They may feel like they're putting too much effort into your things. Okay. It could also be that somebody's wife is telling their husband or whoever that they can't partake in helping you for whatever reason. How does Sag feel about this? The universe. So we have the World. Okay, I kind of feel like you see it as just like ups and downs of life. You don't really have too much of a connection to it. It's almost like you feel like this is just a part of the journey. You don't feel too much anger, or you don't feel sad. You just feel like this is just one of the bumps in the road. So how does this other person feel that was helping you? What's their feelings? Disappointment. Yeah, so I feel like they felt like you let them down, or they felt like there was another type of connection here or something. So we have disappointment here. Now, what's interesting is you have the World. So I feel like you were not as invested as they were, or something like that. Or it doesn't matter as much to you as it does to them. But they're very disappointed about this. But you see, with this Devil energy that you have here, you weren't really emotionally connected. You were just using what you needed in order to come up on top or something like that. It looks like you really severed a connection with somebody who really could have helped you, or who really was helping you. I think they're very disappointed in your actions. What's the outcome for the situation today? Six of Swords. So it looks like you're going to be moving on, okay? So it looks like they're moving on from you, or you're moving on from them. So it looks like some sort of separation or moving forward. Alrighty, so somebody is moving on, okay? But it seems like it's divinely guided for someone to move on. Okay, so tonight we have the Seven of Swords. So expect something to be exposed tonight, or expect something to be kind of revealed to you tonight. What is this going to be? What is the Seven of Swords energy? Okay, so we have the Lovers and King of Cups. So I feel like you're going to get information definitely about your relationships that you've been a part of, or a relationship that you are in. Something that you claim, or maybe it's like you realize you want someone, or you can't be without them, because the King of Cups is able to acknowledge that he wants a connection, or he wants to establish that connection and really solidify it. And the Lovers is, you know, that's a big card. That's a big card of someone that you kind of can't be without, whether it's good or bad. Like the things that you go through are a part of a bigger purpose in your own life story. So it looks like you're going to be realizing how much you love someone, is what I'm seeing, okay? Or someone may be realizing that about you. What about this connection? Yeah, Ace of Swords. So there's a conversation, or there's a realization, like you have this come to Jesus moment. You have this aha moment where you're like, yo, I really love them. Or if this is the other person, that's how they feel. Victory. How does this other person that you're thinking about feel? Okay, so I do feel like you're the person who kind of comes to this epiphany. You're like, I've got it. Like, I finally figured it out. I'm on the right path to understanding something. This other person that you're thinking about or referring to, they're showing that there's truce. So I actually feel like they are not really, I think they're being quiet. I think that if you do talk to them, they're going to hear you out. But I feel like this person actually is on the fence now, because I feel like they had already come to this conclusion, and you're just now getting to it, or something like that. Or they don't trust your conclusion. It looks like they still are a little, not hurt, but they're like, okay, we can be cordial, but I don't know about all of this. Like, they do seem a little on the fence about things. Let's see who this person could be. Who is this person that you're referring to, or you're having this epiphany about? Oh, okay. So we have Aquarius energy 2 times here. The Fool and the Star. Alright, so it could be an Aquarius, or it could just be the energy of the Fool and the Star. Okay, showing up around you. So someone young, someone that you pay a lot of attention to, somebody that definitely could be something or someone in their life. Like somebody that a lot of people may be focused on. You're coming to an epiphany that this is the person that you want to be with, or solidify something more with. And I think they're kind of like, I hear you, but I don't know yet. They're kind of on the fence. So what is it that you end up telling this person within this conversation? What do you tell this person? I'm also hearing that you're planning to do this. This is a part of a plot or a plan. So we got a lot of stuff here. So we have the Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, change mind. So I feel like you're telling this person, look, like I've had this epiphany, like I've had this awakening about who or what we're supposed to do together, and I know I want to be with you. I'm ready to make some changes. Okay, we also have you saying keys on a ring, many options, decisions, unconventional, string along, one night stand. So with the many options and things, I kind of feel like that you're going to be telling them like, look, like I could have all these people, but I really want to be with you. Just a heads up, Sag, especially if you're dealing with a female, that's probably not the best way to say it. You can say that point, but maybe not in that way, okay? Because that really doesn't help you out. And then we have addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. I believe you're going to be talking about either like your past issues within relationships, or you're going to be talking about how you can't stop thinking about them, or you could be saying that somebody from your past is causing these issues, okay? So it kind of looks a little to me like I'm going to see what your intentions are, but I kind of feel like you're doing this just to get someone back. I don't know if you really feel this stuff. And then we have coffin, endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. So I feel like you're going to tell them, look, let's just leave everything from the past in the past and let's move forward together. Let's start something new. So interesting information here. Like I said, I'm not going to lie, Sag. I do feel like some of you, maybe not all, I feel like some of you's intentions are not very pure, or maybe this is just the way you express yourself, but it does seem a little like artificial, or I watched this in a movie and it worked in a movie, so I'm going to try it out on this person. Let me see. What are your intentions with this Seven of Swords? What's your intentions with this? Six of Pentacles. Okay, so you want something out of this as well. Now, with the Six of Pentacles, it is a balanced situation, so maybe you do see what part you have to play. Ace of Cups. Okay, you do want to have this connection. You do want to have a real connection with this person. Okay, I apologize, Sag. I see you. So you do want to have a real connection, but I will say it looks like you do need to kind of have a better way of explaining what you're trying to say, because some of these points are valid, but they do come off a little arrogant, or a little, like you're not really thinking about how the other person will receive that energy. So just be aware of how the person will receive your energy. You know that partner better than me, but it does look a little like you probably could have said that a different way. So just be sensitive to how you're speaking to this person, yeah? All right, so let's see what the outcome of this situation tonight will be. Okay, so the outcome, we do have Five of Wands. So you guys most likely will be having some sort of back and forth. It could be an argument, but it also could just be you guys really looking at the challenges and being like, okay, what are the things that we both are okay with and not okay with, and really putting everything out on the table. But I do see it being a little bit of a challenge, just a little bit, because I feel like there's going to be power struggles to some extent, because both of you guys are trying to really establish your power within the situation. All right, so moving on to tomorrow, we have Strength. Beautiful energy. Strength is here. I feel like the feminine counterpart of this situation, whoever's the feminine person, they're understanding how to tame you, okay? So in the best way possible. They're learning how to deal with you. But I'm also seeing that if this is a day of when you're focused on health, it looks like a really good day for you, okay? So what is the Strength energy coming up for? This also could definitely be a Leo showing up for you tomorrow. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles. So you could be receiving financial assistance, or maybe you're giving someone financial assistance. Death. What is this Death energy coming up for? What is this? Okay, what is the financial, who's giving the financial support? I'm also hearing time as well. You could be spending less time with someone. Okay, so we have Capricorn energy showing up. So if you have Capricorn energy, you, I believe, are the person who is, I think you were the person who was being financially supportive. But with the Death card coming out, I feel like you're stopping this now. You're putting a halt to it or something. Okay, so we have the Death and the Star. What is this saying? Justice. Okay, so you're either setting the scales back to being balanced, or you're being fair about something. So you could be stopping giving this person money, or you could be giving them money because they're supposed to have it. That's why I'm confused, because I can't really figure out what this is. These are all major arcana, so I feel like this is something that's supposed to be set here. Like this is supposed to be happening on your end. So the justice with you doing this is Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Okay, so setting forth into really nurturing a emotional relationship or spiritual connection and working together, okay, with this other person. Okay, so I feel like there's some sort of cooperation or give and take. That's not the word I'm looking for. Transaction. So there's like a transaction, or there's you starting this new way of nurturing this person's job or their how you guys both work together. Like I think for whatever reason it looks like money is how you're solving the situation or something. Because I feel like in the past the help that you were providing was different, and this at this time looks like you're giving someone money. Maybe it's like a gratitude thing or something like that, or showing appreciation, because with the Queen of Cups, this is a really good card, and Ace of Wands. So there is like an emotional connection here and passion and getting something going. But with the Three of Pentacles, it looks like a manifestation of money. So like giving money, or helping or assisting, or both of you guys working together. You understand what I'm saying? Like co-workers. So that's why I'm like a little confused, but I kind of feel like you'll know what I'm talking about just by watching. But I feel like with the Strength card coming out, it also represents you understanding and having a wiser understanding of what you're doing as well. Like you're in alliance with this as well, is what I feel. Okay, we have Despair. So I guess you're willing to do this because you need the help, or you don't want to lose them. Okay, what's going on, Sag? And the other person that you're doing this for, how do they feel? Okay, and then we have Perfection. So they feel like that's balance. They feel like that's perfect, it's beautiful, it's supposed to be this way. But for whatever reason, you don't feel that way. So, but you're doing it. So I don't know, is there a reason you feel despair? Like, why do you feel despair? Okay, we have Four of Wands to Emperor. I mean, Four of Swords. Because you feel like you have to wait to take charge? What is going on, Sag? So what it looks like here, this reading is showing a lot of like what you're going through mentally, but also you're trying to merge that with what's happening on the outside of you. And so it is causing like this battle that I'm witnessing. But you also know this is what you're supposed to be doing. But it's like you're having a hard time taking accountability or responsibility for what's going on. So it's like you're paying your dues. Like, but that's what you're supposed to do. If you want to be at the height of something, you're supposed to pay your dues. Like, even, okay, let's say that you go to, I don't know, like a store. You don't just get things for free. You have to pay for it. So an experience with work, with any type of service that you're coming into, even with schooling, you have to pay to go to school. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're having issues with feeling like you shouldn't pay, but you are paying, you don't have to pay, but you don't get to get the service of something without paying. That's just fair. People put in work to do things. You should pay them for their time, for their work, for their experience. Otherwise, you could go to anyone else for that, or you could do it yourself. So it does look like you're coming to terms with something like that. Who is it that you're paying? Because I see you paying. It could be like an institution, or it could be a person. A Scorpio energy coming up here. The Queen of Cups. We have Taurus energy coming up. And we also have some Gemini energy coming up. Alright? So there's a lot of energy coming up for this. This definitely does look a little confusing. But at the same time, with all of these major arcana cards coming up for tomorrow, with you settling justice and putting things back into perspective with this other person or this other service or whatever, it is going to be beneficial for you, because it's just like you've had long enough to not do what you need to do in that department. It's time for this person to be recognized and appreciated for who they are. And I think you understand that, but it still makes you feel like, but I don't want to share. I don't want to, like, it's something like that. But I think you'll get through it. I think this is just like one of those things. So the outcome we have is the Four of Wands. So it's going to end very well for you. This is going to be a very, very good thing. The energy between you and the situation is going to be really, really well balanced again, and very loving and kind and nurturing and fun. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. What you're doing is the right thing when it comes to this situation, unless you feel otherwise. But I do see that you're going to be partaking in that, so I think you understand what I'm saying. So I do feel like that's part of that devil energy, like understanding what it means to be a boss, but also understanding if you really want something, sometimes you have to do a little bit more than you expected or wanted to in order to have what you want. Okay, so let's see your oracle messages. Four of Pentacles. So there's something about you needing to learn how to save money or how to budget, but this is also the card of understanding that money will be coming to you in certain ways. So it could be like financially, or it could be stability, or it could be knowledge, or it could be you know, more money in your savings, whatever it is. But it looks like there's a transaction that's going to be happening of stability that you will be able to really cherish. So if you're worried about money, it's saying try not to spend so much, you know, and be selective of what you spend. Okay, we got two cards. Okay, so we have rejoice in celebration and disruption. Okay, so there's going to be a period of time for you to really enjoy yourself during this time. But with this disruption, I think this is you having to come to terms with some of the things that you have not been doing or taking care of. So if you know you've been, you know, giving someone the lesser end of the stick, or if you haven't been true to, you know, a certain code of honor that you know you should have, you probably should work on that. But right after you get through that, this rejoicing and celebration thing is also the other polarity of that. So you still get to expand and have fun. It just looks like there is something you do need to kind of break out of the habit of, which also goes into this double energy. Okay, so just a lot of different things here I'm seeing. This was a very interesting reading because it did tap into a lot of things, but everything did seem to kind of coexist at the same time. So I definitely would advise you, just on a spiritual tip, you really need to probably like do a cleansing or something like that, because it just looks like there's a lot going on and there's a lot of confusion, but there's also a lot of energy of lust and just doing whatever it takes to get to the top, and that's not always the best thing. However you clear your mind, however you clear your energetic space, make sure you do that so that you are able to see things more clearly, because I feel like there's a lot of things going on and you're going to miss a lot of important things, or you're going to miss out on someone important because you're not paying attention to their value. And that is the whole point of this time for you, is understanding value. What is worth it to you? Is this valuable? So yes, Sagittarius, this has been your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. If you would like to contact me for your own personal reading or to have conversation about spiritual things, make sure you email me lovefromaleo@gmail.com. Also, if you would like to leave a like or a comment, that is very much so appreciated because it puts me more into the algorithm. So if you want to support me for free, just do that at the very least. Also, subscribe to the channel so that you are notified whenever I upload new videos. And make sure you come back and check on the channel, because sometimes YouTube will not let you know. But with that being said, thank you so much, Sagittarius, for allowing me to read for you. I truly did enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.